Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good. How about you?
All right. Uh, Getting ready for class. Good news is we're not going to do much today. This is basically just a free question and answer session for you guys. Uh, I am going to actually give you a chance to ask any questions you want, but we're not going to cover any new material. So you get to just split if you like. The same thing with lab. We already mentioned earlier in the week that we're going to have uh, a lab that is just a continuous of last week's lab because I gave you so much research to do on constellations. So I'm giving you this lab time to spend that doing that as well. So hopefully that'll be a nice thing for you guys.
Can you repeat that? I just got here and
Likewise.
Yes, hold on a second. I'm saving a file right now. So let me do this. So yeah, today we're not going to cover any new material. This is a chance for you to ask me questions if you have any. And the same thing with lab. We're not actually going to even meet for lab. I'll send out an email to everyone so they'll know that. But basically, what the deal is for today is it's time for you to ask new questions, ask any questions you might have on old material, and then Tuesday we'll cover actually new material. We'll cover chapter 24. What did I say? Yeah, that's it. Your lab, basically, your lab time is time for you to spend doing the lab from last week, which was the research on those constellations and determining, what surrounds it, going out in the night sky and trying to find them, that sort of thing. Sorry about that. I was doing like 12 things at once because, I'm like,
that's still due today, right?
No. If you've got it done, go ahead and turn it in. If you've got it done to your satisfaction, maybe I'll give some extra credit for anybody that's already got it done. But I will actually extend it until next week because, like I said, I really it's a lot of work. If you do it right, if you get curious and do it a lot right, you're going to have basically 7 constellations with probably at least 3 or 4 constellations bordering it. Each of the 7 constellations should have 3 objects in it that are interesting. You should have sketches, all that stuff. So I really want you guys to sort of take it seriously, and I want you to find those constellations outside.
Okay,
From
thank you.
Professor Young.
That was the only question that I really had. So, is that all right if I split?
Yeah, you can split.
Okay. Have a wonderful
See you,
day.
Matthew. You too, bud.
I'll see you next week.
Remember, no lab this afternoon.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Have a good one. Tyler, you had a question, bud?
It said to do 5 out of 7 of the constellations, and that's what I did.
Oh, okay. I thought I had told you to do all 7.
No, it said to do 5 out of 7 of the constellations. That's what
That's weird. I don't remember writing that or even thinking that, but if it says 5, then you're clearly okay with just doing 5. But if you want to do 7, I will probably give you extra credit. I will give you extra credit. Let's put it that way.
By the way,
And I'll give you another week.
By the way, for the previous lab, which was Lab 3 Part 2 and Moon Project, I turned it in yesterday for the lab as well.
Good job. Yeah, you're supposed to turn it in 2 places so you can get points in 2 places.
And mission completed.
Awesome. Good job, sir.
So no lecture today? Is that
No,
it?
we're finished with all the material. We finished chapter 14 last time. So if you have questions on 13 or 14, since there's a test going and all that stuff, by all means do it.
Okay.
But no, next time we're going to cover chapter 24, and that's the last chapter we're covering. That's on life. You guys might find it interesting to read it over. It's pretty cool. They even give you some mathematics of how you deal with evolution and stuff like that. So I actually really think the chapter's pretty cool. Plus, it teaches you about when oxygen reaches high levels, so you get to understand, for instance, from that video, why we had millipedes the size of school buses and stuff like that.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't see the chapter 14 lecture PowerPoint mm, on my laptop.
Well, let me get to that right quick. That's definitely supposed to be up there. I wonder if I put it in the wrong module. Let me check. And like I said, everybody that if you have any questions, then wait around. If you don't, you are free to go. I'm going to try to find the PowerPoint form for chapter 14. I did post the link last night. I finally got the link finished. I think it was last night for my last lecture. So it's posted on week 14 now, or week 13, whichever one it is. So let me see. There's finished chapter 13, lecture PowerPoint. Yes, you're right. It is not there. Chapter 14, the PowerPoint is not there. Let me load that up for you. I think I might have it right down here, so I don't have to upload it.
And
For sure.
there is no, since next week we'll be doing chapter 24. Are you going to post the PowerPoint for that as well?
Yes, in fact, well, I thought I had it right here, but it seems that's actually the homework assignment. Let me go ahead and see. I'm going to check. This is week 14. I posted lecture for 14 up there. Let me see if I can do it right here. I might actually have the files already installed in Canvas. If I do, then I can just post it as a file. If I don't, I have to actually upload it and then move it and then turn it on and all that crap. But I think I actually have it here.
Okay,
Let me check.
I believe that's everything, Professor Younger.
Thank you, sir. I do appreciate your help, and thanks for catching me that I hadn't done that, because that's normally something I try to have you guys set up for already.
Okay.
Okay, let's
See
see
you
this.
See you next week.
All right, see you, man. Oop, here's the PowerPoints. Okay, here's 24, and there's 14. Okay, they have been added, both of which have been added to week 14. I'll move the chapter 24 to week 15.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, see you, bud. Have a good one.
You too.
Anybody else have any questions?
The conversation you're having with Matthew, I came in at the tail end of it. Were you talking about the lab that's due today?
Yeah, so there's a lab that's due today. It actually, I was remembering that I had asked you guys to do 7 constellations, but for some reason I must have typed in there do 5 of the 7. I don't know why I would have said that. I don't remember thinking that at all. But I really would like you to do 7. I'm not requiring you to do it since I already wrote it up as 5. But if you do 7, I'll give you extra credit. If you turn it in, if you already got it done, especially if you got all 7 done right now and you turn it in, I'm going to give you copious extra credit. If you got just 5 of them done already and you've done everything you're supposed to, I'm going to give you extra credit. If you go ahead and do the all 7 and turn it in by this time next week, then I will give you extra credit for doing more than 5. But if you just do the 5 and get it turned in next week, there will be no penalty. I just want to make sure everybody takes it seriously, looks into, researches as much as possible to find out some interesting stuff, because I think if you guys are even remotely interested looking at the sky, this assignment and the previous one on the Winter Circle should get you really well started into doing that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one, Jonathan.
You too. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. Anybody else have any questions? Remember, don't miss your tests. I'm putting the due dates up, so you should get a warning from Canvas when they're due. We should have, I think, one more test and then a final. And the final will be not next week, but the week after.
Are we having lab today?
No lab today. I'm giving you that time to work more on those 7 constellations. You have to do at least 5, but I'm giving you more time to do the 5 as well as 2 extras if you want extra credit points. And you have another week to do the lab without penalty.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Amanda. Jamie Lynn, how you doing? Mrs. Cruz, are you there? All right, well, I reckon you are not there, Miss Cruz, so I will let you guys go. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. I will send out an email to let everybody know about lab not meeting. And I'll probably I might show up there. If someone emails me, I'll definitely show up there just in case anybody has any questions. But if I don't get an email, I'm just not going to show up since I went ahead and canceled it for the next meeting. You should use this time, of course, to practice for do practice tests for your tests and for your final. I've started posting things to help you with your final exam, and now I've got this message in the ether, so you guys can find that later. Have a good one. I hope you have a nice, safe weekend. Stay safe. Have a good time. Bye-bye.